Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you heights of world leaders in 2024. Sheikh Hasina, 5 feet 5 inches. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, 5 feet 5 inches. Abdullah I, 5 feet 5 inches. Kim Jong-un, 5 feet 5 inches. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, 5 feet 6 inches. Kaja Kallas, 5 feet 6 inches. Shehbaz Sharif, 5 feet 6 inches. Ana Brnabic, 5 feet 6 inches. Shavkat Mirziyoyev, 5 feet 6 inches. Ulf Kristersson, 5 feet 7 inches. Mette Frederiksen, 5 feet 7 inches. Olaf Scholz, 5 feet 7 inches. Narendra Modi, 5 feet 7 inches. Fumio Kishida, 5 feet 7 inches. And Neo Costa, 5 feet 7 inches. Vladimir Putin, 5 feet 7 inches. Yoweri Museveni, 5 feet 7 inches. Rishi Sunak, 5 feet 7 inches. Volodymyr Zelensky, 5 feet 7 inches. Louis Lecoulpu, 5 feet 7 inches. Javier Milei, 5 feet 8 inches. Andrés Manuel López Obrador, 5 feet 8 inches. Pushpa Kamal Dahal, 5 feet 8 inches. Mahmoud Abbas, 5 feet 8 inches. Cyril Ramaphosa, 5 feet 8 inches. Viktor Orban, 5 feet 9 inches. Donald Tusk, 5 feet 9 inches. Gustavo Petro, 5 feet 9 inches. Petteri Orpo, 5 feet 9 inches. Joko Widodo, 5 feet 9 inches. Pope Francis, 5 feet 9 inches. Ali Khamenei, 5 feet 9 inches. Gabriel Boric, 5 feet 10 inches. Nicole Pashinyan, 5 feet 10 inches. Anthony Albanese, 5 feet 10 inches. Emmanuel Macron, 5 feet 10 inches. Lazarus Chakwera, 5 feet 10 inches. Yoon Suk Yeol, 5 feet 10 inches. Xi Jinping, 5 feet 11 inches. Hans Adam I, 5 feet 11 inches. Mohammed V, 5 feet 11 inches. Ranil Wickremesinghe, 5 feet 11 inches. Emomali Rahman, 5 feet 11 inches. Irfan Ali, 5 feet 11 inches. Albert I, 5 feet 11 inches. Alexander Lukashenko, 6 feet 0 inches. Mohammed Muizzu, 6 feet 0 inches. Christopher Luxon, 6 feet 0 inches. Jonas Gayar Stri 6 feet 0 inches. Mohammed bin Salman 6 feet 0 inches. Li Xian Long 6 feet 0 inches. Robert Fico 6 feet 0 inches. Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan 6 feet 0 inches. Joe Biden 6 feet 0 inches. Benjamin Netanyahu 6 feet 0 inches. Recep Tayyip Erdogan 6 feet 1 inches. Ilham Aliyev 6 feet 2 inches. Justin Trudeau 6 feet 2 inches. Marcel Kiolaku 6 feet 2 inches. Paul Kagame 6 feet 2 inches. Kyriakos Mitsotakis 6 feet 2 inches. Bashar al-Assad 6 feet 2 inches. Karl Nehammer 6 feet 2 inches. Isaias Afwerki 6 feet 3 inches. Pedro S. Enchez 6 feet 3 inches. Nicole S. Maduro 6 feet 3 inches. Andrzej Plenković 6 feet 3 inches. Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani 6 feet 3 inches. Sretha Thavisin 6 feet 4 inches. Leo Varadkar 6 feet 4 inches. Mark Rutte 6 feet 4 inches. Edi Rama 6 feet 7 inches.